Hello and welcome to another podcast from Fear to Fun. Today we're talking about having time to oneself and why so many people find it really difficult and scary to be on their own, to spend time alone. They seem to want to fill every hour, every minute, every second of their life with things to do and people and agendas, other people's agendas. And being on their own is quite scary. And let's take a look at some of the reasons. First of all, we've been trained to focus on the external ever since childhood. Our parents encouraged us to do the right thing, to please. We felt we had to please our parents, the teachers, friends. And then as we grew into adulthood, it was to please the husband or wife and the boss, and the list goes on, everybody on the outside of ourselves. We've been trained that all the answers we need come from the outside of us. Apparently the doctor knows what's best for your health. Your parents know what you should do with your life. Your teacher knows what profession and work goals you should be pursuing. Apparently all these experts have all the answers you need. We are even encouraged to pair off as soon as puberty's over. So many know-alls asking if you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And when you do have one, then you get hounded again. When are you getting engaged? When you're engaged, when are you getting married? And when you're married, oh, are you planning to have kids? And it goes on and on and on. The external noise hardly ever stops. So we end up in relationships that after all of this conditioning, we tend to end up in relationships that reflect our lack of self-reliance, resulting in poor self-esteem, because apparently we don't know much and we need all these external experts to show us how to live. And through all this fearful conditioning, we tend to create our own fears. They sit dormant in our subconscious until triggered. We often refer to them as shadows. And if we keep busy doing stuff, being with people every minute of the day, talking on the phone, watching the TV, or just listening to the TV, having it in the background to fill in the void and having the constant background noise, or having the news go in the background going over and over and over. And we never sit in silence. Silence and own company just feels strange to many people. But this is exactly what is necessary. If you want to make a change and really give it a go, to spend time on your own and really get to know yourself and really focus within, you can try this self-awareness exercise. You can sit in silence, quieten the mind, and focus on the self. Just let your shoulders relax. Breathe in and out, relax. Feel your body soften up. Listen to your feelings. How do you feel? Do you feel warm or cool? Can you hear any sounds? Can you hear birds chirping, cars driving past, the wind? Just take notice of any external noise and let it be. Now you can bring the focus to your feet. Move your feet, wriggle your toes, move your ankles in circular motion. Then slowly take your focus up the body, up to your knees, hips, abdomen, all the way up to your chest, slowly around your shoulders, down each arm, all the way down to your down your arms to your hands and fingers. Feel your focus going along up your back and head, and going around, completely engulfing your whole body. You can feel this energy all around your body. You're totally aware of every part of your body, of your physical existence. As you become accustomed to focusing on your physical body, then you can start working on your emotional and mental state of being by releasing fears that don't belong. Those shadows, they'll lurk in the subconscious mind, the ones we created through childhood and all along our growing years, and sometimes even in adulthood. We tend to blame ourselves for the behavior of the adults around us. The more you focus on yourself, look within, the more empowered you feel. And if you constantly look on the outside of yourself, there are times when health professionals and other people on the outside of yourself do help, and you do need to seek their advice. Your doctor can give you professional advice about your health, but the ultimate answer, what your body needs, lies within. Your body has an innate ability to heal, and you have to connect with it, allow it to heal. There are times when we have to consult health professionals, but not every time we sneeze or cough or just something's out of balance within our body. We need to spend time alone and really try and heal on our own before rushing to see a doctor. But that's up to you. It's a personal matter. I'm not encouraging anybody to avoid seeing their doctor. It's a personal thing. You need to connect with and listen to your intuition. There are times when our parents have a really good advice, but ultimately we need to follow our own path to find out what we came here for, to explore, to learn and experience. There's absolutely nothing wrong with consulting others on the outside of ourselves, professionals, elders, anybody, our parents, superiors, whatever it might be. And there's nothing wrong with being supported in our time of need. But we always must go within and spend time alone to truly know what is best for us. Because really, ultimately, only you know what is best for you. If you are afraid of being alone, if you feel lonely, you'll have to ask yourself why. Why can't you just be in the moment with your own company? We are very social beings, and it's great to catch up with family and friends, to have a laugh, exchange ideas, and have a good old time. But it's also important to have me time, just to be by myself, to get to know me. Otherwise, it's easy to lose oneself in other people's lives, their interests, their goals, their agenda, and whatever is happening in their lives becomes a priority, and you simply lose yourself. You become invisible. You really become invisible because your life becomes consumed by other people's agenda, and the shadows within become bigger. This is why it's so important to spend time alone, to get to know you. Learn to listen to your intuition. It doesn't matter what Tom, Dick, or Harry's up to, that's their path. Each one of us needs to focus on our own path, on our own goals. We need to become our own best friend. When you really tuned in with yourself, you become a better friend to others. So really, the main reason people don't like being alone and going within is because they're afraid of facing their own fears. But avoiding to connect with your inner being creates more fear. What we need to do is release what doesn't belong. We need to release these fears that we created through our upbringing, through our growing years, because most of them aren't really true. They're just we just felt like it was our fault because our parents weren't happy, or, you know, they were arguing, or they got divorced and it's our fault somehow. Children tend to create these insecurities unnecessarily, and then we spend the entire adult life trying to release them. And through all of this releasing of the beliefs and fears, beliefs that don't belong, they're not really true, we get to appreciate and love every aspect of the self. This is what it's all about, in my belief, is focusing on yourself, on your own strengths and weaknesses, and to try and just enjoy the journey of self-improvement. If you're in a habit of beating yourself up because something didn't turn out how you expected it to, or if you feel bad about yourself in general, you tend to escape and avoid connecting with your inner being. And you don't like being in yourself because you're always trying to mask it and get away from it and not face, oh, that's going too deep. Quite often people told me when I explore certain issues with them, say, oh, no, that's going too deep. But what are you afraid of? Going deep is very important. It's only you. It's going to improve your own life. You've got to release all this emotional baggage that's just hanging in there, making you heavy. It's all about improving our state of being. So going within, connecting with oneself, is healing and empowering. So stop comparing and competing with others. It doesn't matter what others do. It doesn't matter what they've achieved. You need to focus on yourself. You need to start appreciating everything about you, because you are unique and special. There's nobody else like you. Just spend time in nature. Go for a walk without any distractions. Connect with yourself. Just be comfortable with who you are. Spend time walking on the beach or in the forest or in the bush, in the park, wherever you've got nature. Walk on the lawn, connect with your earth. It nurtures you, it nurtures your heart and nurtures your soul. Just sit, relax, get to know the real you and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And please tune in. Let us know if there's anything else you'd like to hear about. Thank you for tuning in. Bye for now.